Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
Welcome back. So a little snowy over the weekend, and it's still that steely Dan gray sky. But we will see some brightening at times as we go into the day tomorrow. But overall, we're not quite going to shake the clouds, but we have some hope. Wait till you see what's coming down the road here. So as we take a look at what's going on tonight, as we look towards the Brewery District downtown, there have just been a very few flurries. That's about it. It's all I'm expecting. No accumulation, and a temperature of 30 degrees with a light northwesterly wind, kind of initiating that spray. Very light flurries. Overall, it's quiet this week. It's not too warm, not too cold either. And, well, we still have the clouds around. Maybe some sunny breaks at times as we get into the morning and early afternoon tomorrow. All right, temperatures now across the region here are in the upper 20s to low 30s. So pretty uniform, regulating effect of the clouds. 27 in Hartwick and Edmiston, 28 in Cooperstown. Up north, temperatures here are in the low and mid-20s. Not much to show you on Storm Tracker Doppler radar. Again, just a few very minor flurries. And we go out a little bit wider, and you can see these kind of dead clouds, lazy clouds, still kind of draped across the region here. But we will see some breaks in the clouds at times as we go through the day tomorrow. And I just wanted to show you the country as a whole. It is very quiet coast to coast. So that bodes well for us this week. We are watching a system coming onshore in the Pac Northwest, and there's actually another one up north that's actually going to drive south as we head into the day Thursday. More on that in a moment. But through the day tomorrow, watch as we go. Still a lot of clouds around, and maybe at times you get a little peekaboo sun here or there as we get into the early afternoon, but in general it will be mostly cloudy. Temperatures will be in the mid-30s. Wednesday, oh yeah, mostly cloudy. Temperatures a little bit better, near 40 in the afternoon. And even into Thursday, I think at least the first half of the day should be mainly dry. Then we watch a weak weather system coming in late Thursday with some rain and wet snow of little consequence. So just a few rogue flurries this evening. Otherwise, it's dry. Low temperature of 24. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, a little bit of brightening at times. Highs into the mid-30s. Let's take a snapshot ahead as we get ready to go into February on Thursday. This is the 6th through the 12th, and look what happens. We start to see signs of some above-average warmth returning as we go into the middle of February. Here's your 7-day forecast. So clouds tomorrow, Wednesday, but temperature's not bad, 35 to 40. Then we get a little rain and higher elevation wet snow showers late Thursday. It will be turning colder through the day on Friday. Some lake effect snow in the morning tapers. And then much colder, but it's only brief, Saturday, 24, and then stop the presses. Like, could it be more than one day of sunshine? Yeah, looks like it as we get into Sunday, Monday, and really into next week. Very quiet stretch of weather, a little chilly, but it'll be nice to see that sun. And the other thing you're going to notice getting into next week is it's still going to be light after 5.
Yeah, that's nice. That's really nice. I was noticing earlier driving in today as well, sitting right around that 32, that wet, heavy snow.
Yeah.
Very picturesque, though.
Oh, yeah, it's like a sugar snow. It sticks to everything. By the way, Punxsutawney Phil, that little rodent,
that guy,
makes his prediction Friday. We'll see what he has to say.
Great movie.
Sometimes it feels like that working here.
Just a little. Still to come, on Eyewitness News at 6. Last year, there was a decrease of over 18%.
Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
All right, welcome back. So we had a little snow over the weekend, and we are still going to have this gray sky, although we're hopeful that we're going to, little by little, get some brightening here. And really, when we look at this week as a whole, it's pretty quiet. It's not too cold. Not warm either, but somewhere in the middle, kind of like Goldilocks weather, just right. That's a look downtown where we've got cloudy skies now and a temperature of 29 with a calm wind at last check. So here's what to expect. I mentioned quiet weather overall. Not too cold or warm. You know, we're going to average in the mid-30s tomorrow, and then we'll kind of inch closer to 40 by the time we get to Wednesday. With more clouds and maybe a few breaks of sun as we head into the afternoon tomorrow. And then I think clouds will increase again on Wednesday in advance of the next weak weather system that approaches on Thursday. But that's really about it. 29 right now in Rome, upper 20s, Utica, Clinton doing the 28 as well, down into Otsego County, mid-20s in Hartwick and Milford. Oneonta is at 23. And up north, we're at 22 in Old Forge, 21, Blue Mountain Lake, Long Lake at 23. There's a look right now at Doppler radar, and it's high and dry. There have been just a very few isolated flurries kind of drifting through harmlessly out there this evening. And you can still see a lot of these dead low clouds just kind of hanging out, although we've had a little bit of partial clearing closer to Lake Ontario. Meanwhile, here in the Mohawk Valley, it's socked in. So I think quite a few clouds through the overnight. We take a look at the United States here, at least the contiguous United States is very quiet from coast to coast here. So that bodes well for us. There is a storm system coming into the Pacific Northwest. And we'll be watching our next disturbance, which is up here under the banner. That will kind of dive south by the time we get into Thursday. So here we go, weather in motion for you. Tomorrow, cloudy sky, but notice there are a very few breaks in the clouds, so maybe some shy sunshine if you're lucky. It's been at a premium lately. Then we go into Wednesday, cloudy sky, but dry. I think temperatures will continue to slowly inch towards 40 as we get into the day on Wednesday before that next feature comes in on Thursday. Eyewitness weather forecast for you tonight, just a few flurries of little consequence. Otherwise, it's mainly dry, snow-free, 24, and then through the day tomorrow, mostly cloudy. Some brightening at times, maybe like 5 minutes of sun, 35. Let's take a sneak peek ahead into February, which starts Thursday, by the way, and look as we go into mid-month. So this is the 6th through the 12th. We get some warmer weather in here. Now, what does this mean? Probably at least 40s as we go towards mid-month. So February looks like it's going to turn milder. Here's your 7-day forecast. Cloudy sky, some brightening Tuesday, 35. More clouds Wednesday. Oh, what else is new? 40. And then that weak disturbance arrives Thursday with some rain and wet snow showers over higher elevations in the afternoon. Little, if any, accumulation. Cold front's going to come through during the pre-dawn and wee hours while you're sleeping Thursday night into Friday. So that's going to line up some lake effect snow Friday morning. Temperatures are actually going to drop. Friday, Groundhog's Day, so we'll see what that little charlatan has to say in Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania. And then look at that, Shelby. Could it be? Am I crazy?
What?
Look at the sun.
It's here. It's coming.
Next week, it looks like cold high pressure settles in right over top of us, camps out, and that will be more conducive to blue sky and sunshine, but it will be a little chilly.
Awesome. All right, I love your little groundhog guy. You have the best animations.
We'll see what he says Friday.
Yeah, we'll have to see what he says. All right, thanks. Still to come on Eyewitness News, Brennan Miller brings us a look at this weekend's Comet game and win. Right?
Yeah, win for
Your Eyewitness Weather forecast.
Hey, welcome back. So we had a little Crisco snow over the weekend. It was pretty, right? Kind of pasty and heavy, at least in weight. Made the trees look nice. Now if we could only get some sunshine up in here. And I think, you know, with time we will. But it's going to be a process. I mean, it's been so... Like, I can't remember the last completely sunny day we had. But we may get there. Wait to see the 7-day forecast coming up. That's a look downtown right now, where it's cloudy. 29 degrees, calm wind. Here's what to expect. Overall, it's quiet weather this week. We have one little minor system that we're watching coming up Thursday and Friday. More on that in a moment. It's not too cold, not too warm. It's kind of right there in the middle. More clouds and maybe some sunny breaks as we go through the day on Tuesday. Here are the numbers tonight. So everyone kind of hanging in the mid and upper 20s. You know, clouds will tend to regulate, you know, pretty uniform across the Mohawk Valley here. And up north, there are some pockets that are dropping into the teens right now, 21 at Old Forge. Nice and quiet here on Doppler radar. We go out a little bit wider, and we have noted some partial clearing over western New York and the Finger Lakes. We'll see if we can get into some of that overnight, but in general, I think mostly cloudy sky. Off to the north and west, there's a little cold front up here trying to sag south. That should fizzle. And we take out a little bit wider and look at coast to coast here. Really not much going on except for the Pacific Northwest, where we have another storm system getting ready to kind of barrel in there with some more rain. And our next weather maker will come at us from Canada on Thursday. Maybe a rain or snow shower. It's going to usher in some cold briefly. Through the day tomorrow, mostly cloudy. But you notice here on Futurecast, there are some breaks in the clouds, so maybe a little shy sun, mid-30s. Then we go into the day on Wednesday. Mostly cloudy sky once again, mainly dry. Temperatures will inch closer to 40 degrees before that weak little weather system approaches on Thursday. Eyewitness weather forecast tonight. There have been a very few isolated snow flurries. For the most part, we're dry overnight. Mostly cloudy, low 24. Through the day tomorrow, some brightening and some breaks in the clouds developing like late morning, say into early afternoon. High temperatures in the mid-30s. I mentioned a sneak peek into February. So we officially begin the new month Thursday. And it looks like it's going to turn milder. So this is the 6th through the 12th. And look at the warmth kind of invading again into the northeast of the Great Lakes. Temperatures likely above average as we go into mid-month. So February turns mild. And really, it's not, like I said, it's not too cold, it's not too warm. Kind of somewhere in the middle, 30s to near 40. Mostly cloudy Tuesday, Wednesday. Some light rain and wet snow showers developing over higher elevations late Thursday. And then a cold front comes through during the wee hours while you're sleeping Thursday night and Friday morning, which will line up some lake effect snow. But this is like a coating to an inch. And then it tapers. We get a blast of cold. Temperatures are going to fall. By the way, Groundhog Day Friday. If Phil sees his shadow, he will predict 6 more weeks of winter officially. If not, maybe some early spring-like weather. But no matter what that little guy says, there's still 6 weeks of winter.
Oh, okay. I was just going to ask you what you thought.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Going into February looks milder, but more importantly, it's gone now. But the sunshine looks like it's going to be back in full force as we go into much of next week.
Yeah, it's going to be great. All right, thanks, Craig. Still to come on Eyewitness News at 11. Last year, there was a decrease of over 18%.